Hey guys, this is Jacquee. So it's been a month now since I've been on hormone replacement therapy. Today is February 24th, 2012, and I went to the doctor today and I told him, he asked me questions, how I'm feeling. Now, of course, my breasts are starting to develop and they are getting sore. Oh, yes, they are sore. And I first realized that the other day I was at work and I accidentally bumped into a door and I was like, ouch. That's taking place. Also, I noticed something that was happening to me. I told the doctor that my jaw and my hand was cramping. It was, really, really cramping. Like, I hope you can see it like this. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? And my jaw was like it just started cramping. I told the doctor about that, what's going on. So when he told me that, it's probably the spiral. I probably have a high level spiral as normal. So he told me to take the spiral. The one, it's very pepperminty, by the way. Cut it in half. Take half in the morning and half at night until he gets my blood work back in, just to ensure that I might have too high of a level of potassium. So then he gave me a list of foods not to eat, like spinach and chicken and beef, because a lot of those foods, skim milk, or is it 1% milk? Either or, these are foods I love to eat. Okra, things that have high levels of potassium, bananas. And he told me to cut down on that for a little, be very moderate with that until we get the blood work in, so we can ensure. But he told me that my estrogen level, a woman's average estrogen level is between 4.2 to 15. Mine is at 8.5. So he's like, and this is before hormones. So for him, I'm developing pretty nicely, and feminization is gonna be very nice. It's gonna take its course in a very nice way. I'm very happy about that. I'm excited. I'm very happy that I'm doing this process, and I just feel good. I feel more alive. I feel more secure with who I am. Even in my work, I'm highly emotional. That's something else I forgot to say. I'm highly emotional, and I told the doctor about this, and he said, "Well, that's going to happen." Even though he stated to me 80% of it is mental, but at the same time, this is what the estrogen does. Your body is going through a change. So I've noticed I've been very emotional. Oh my God, I cry for anything. I was already sensitive. I just cry for everything now. It's like everything makes me cry, and I go through like a high euphoria of happiness, and I'll go through a downward stroll where it's like a crash, and I'll get very, very depressed or what have you. But I try to when I notice these things happening, I try my best to regulate myself and keep myself active, so any little bit of stress won't get me overly excited or overwhelmed or hyperly sensitive. But I just want to give you the update of what's going on. And of course, the doctor, explained to me, these are things that, when you're doing the transformation, when you're on hormone replacement therapy, it's very important that you see a doctor. I'm seeing him on a monthly basis. As a matter of fact, I just saw him today, and I got to go back next week because they took blood work from me again. They took my blood pressure, so everything's okay. But you got to have a doctor, somebody that will regulate and monitor you, someone that will supervise and ensure that your body is reacting in a positive way to the hormones, because you're changing yourself. You're changing your whole chemistry, and you just want to ensure that everything is good. So I definitely wouldn't recommend anybody just to go out there and just self-medicate themselves. Get some medical supervision, medical advice, So for me, I'm taking my time, but they're really starting to take place. Like even my breasts. Let me like show you. They're like, I don't know if you can see them. Let me shine the light on them. Isn't that something? I know because I'm wearing black. I mean, I always had breasts before, but honey, these girls are starting to like. These girls are coming out. Yeah, oops, sorry, let me fix the light. So, that's what's going on. So I'm excited and I'm happy. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my progress and the transformation, the whole process, how I'm feeling, any side effects. If you have any questions, leave me a message, subscribe. Leave me your thoughts, your ideas, comments. And I think it's so important to educate people. And just a quick note, because the other day I was at work and I heard somebody talking, making comments about what is a transgendered woman. And he made a comment about a friend who he was working with. And he was interested in a woman, but he was not aware that this woman is transgendered. And this coworker made a comment about he didn't know what the hell that was, or he felt like he had to tell him that that's not a woman, and I had to correct him that it's who she identifies herself with. If you identify yourself as a woman, just because you didn't cut your genitalia, your penis off, it does not necessarily make you less of a woman. It's who you identify yourself. I mean, it's always important to educate people on things that they don't know. Ignorance, I cannot take it. It just drives me up the wall. So I always feel like if I have knowledge about something, I feel like it's my duty to educate somebody about who I am, what I'm about, just to open up their minds, you know. Education, there's nothing wrong with it. And if you're willing to open up your mind, I'm willing to educate. So I just want to touch bases with you guys. Again, leave me your comments. Leave me any questions you may have. And I'm just glad that I'm able to share this experience with you guys. You know, I'm very happy right now at this point of my life that I'm actually doing something that I want to do without any limitations. And that's the way you should live your life. And like I always let everybody know, make sure you do this properly and be who you are and be happy. So, my love juices. We'll talk later. Okay? So, ciao.